What is going on, guys? It is your boy Boris, and today we're going to be talking about my UFC 299 recap. Alright, so bear with me, y'all. I'm getting back from Miami after watching it live. It was amazing to watch in person, but as you can probably hear by my voice, I'm really sick. I got sick a few days ago, and on my way home from Miami, I had to check into the ER because my kidney was feeling weird. But I don't want to talk too much about that. I just want to talk about this amazing fight card that happened. It was my first ever time seeing a main event fight card live, and it delivered. I'm just gonna start off by talking about Sean O'Malley, man. What a performance he put on. Dominated all 5 rounds. Chito, you would think he would attempt a takedown or something, but no. I guess he liked being the pinata, just like Sean O'Malley said he was gonna be. If you just look at these stats, 232 strikes. Look at how red his body. He was attacking everywhere, from head to the body to everywhere. Crazy. What I love to see is that people are finally giving Sean O'Malley that respect. I feel like with the past 2 fights, Petr, a lot of people thought he didn't win that fight. Aljamain Sterling, people say the fight ended too early. I think they should have kept it going just a little bit longer because Alja was still awake. So shout out to Sean, man. The next fight, Dustin the Diamond Poirier pulls it off, man. I had a feeling, I knew Dustin was gonna pull it off just because it looked like he was locked in. I saw an interview with Dustin saying that he was now reaching out to his family, friends. He hadn't talked to his dad all fight camp, even before the fight at all. He wasn't reaching out to them. He was locked in. I also saw another interview with Ariel Helwani. Dustin was saying that he was contemplating, basically suicide or hurting himself in some sort of way. It's sad to see fighters go through that. Volk recently said that he's battling that type of stuff too, like when you're not like locked in, focused on something like a fight or something, that it's hard to enjoy life the way you want to. BSD did have those 2 staph infections that he said his body felt weak, which is understandable. That's what happens when you get staph infections. You have to take those antibiotics and keep fighting through it, but I feel like regardless, Dustin Poirier was gonna win, man. You can see in those exchanges, Dustin, he was just, clenching his jaw and just swinging, man. I thought the fight would go a little longer. It didn't, but hey, I'm happy for Dustin. Benoit, he's still young. He has a lot more chances to prove himself in the future, fight these top-level guys. But for now, let's go Dustin. The Kevin Holland and Michael Page fight. This fight was interesting, man. It was my first time seriously watching Michael Page, and he has that weird karate taekwondo type of stance, very similar to Wonder Boy, but Michael Page is still something different. He's almost like unpredictable. You don't know what he's gonna do, when he's gonna throw his jab, when he's gonna throw a punch. Honestly, Michael Page embarrassed Kevin Holland. I saw afterwards Kevin Holland was like, I'm sorry I lost to a Bellator guy, but hey, Michael Page proved that he belongs in the UFC and he can compete with the best of the best. I'm not sure what's next for Kevin Holland. I'm trying to think of who he could fight. Ooh, I don't know if Gilbert Burns is in the same weight class as Kevin Holland, but that would be a good fight. They both just lost. Gilbert Burns needs to get back in the win column. Kevin Holland as well. I feel like that's a good matchup. JDM versus Gilbert Burns. Come to find out, JDM broke his arm clean in the first round, and he still was able to TKO Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is doing good. I got him winning the first and second round, but he just got caught with I believe it was a knee that caught him and stumbled him. Then JDM was able to capitalize on that and get the finish, man. JDM wants to fight Shavkat next. I feel like that's a great opponent for him. Shavkat just keeps leveling up, and JDM does as well. Fun fact, bro, I did not know this. My friend actually told me JDM lost his 2 first MMA fights And ever since then, he's been on a 17 win streak, which is nuts. I already knew Petr Yan fight versus Yadong was gonna be a banger, and it delivered. It was a close fight. This was one of those fights that you knew you couldn't pick a safe bet. But I did, as y'all saw in my UFC picks videos, I did pick Petr Yan winning, and I'm glad that he's back in the winning circle. You know, he definitely is in the top 5 best bantamweights. Excuse me. And as long as Petr Yan fights somebody else in the top 5, I think he's good. Curtis Blaydes versus Jailton Almeida. This one pissed me off, man. If Jailton won this fight like he should have, I would have won $1,800, bro. But for some reason, Jailton, I don't know what he was doing. In the second round, he went for a takedown, and Curtis Blaydes just hammer fisting him. And Jailton just standing still, like, what are you doing, bro? At least try to get out of the position where you're getting hit 20 times in the face, bro. Like, that shit had me heated, man. That one fight would have made me $1,800, bro. I walked out of that arena broke. But a fight I do want to see Curtis Blaydes next is Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes. You know, Tom Aspinall lost that first fight, because of the injury toward his knee, meniscus, whatever it was. So they definitely need to run that back. Gamrot dominated Rafael Dos Anjos. You figure that. You know, I knew he wasn't going to finish him. Both these guys are, you know, tough dudes. But Gamrot really doesn't finish his fights too often. Michael Pereira, man. That man came out dancing. But he got a real nice rear naked choke in the first round. There was a lot of action. They came out swinging. That was an interesting fight to watch. The last fight I want to talk about is Robelis Despaigne. I don't know how to say his name, but he knocks out everybody in the first round, and he did it again in this fight. What's cool to watch about this fight is how he was walking backwards and was still able to knock him out. I don't know if he's going to be in the top 5 in the heavyweight division, but he will be one of those fighters that will be entertaining to watch every time you fight him. Alright, y'all, that pretty much wraps up my UFC 299 recap. I'm making it a little late, so I didn't want to talk too much about the fights. But look out for my new videos. I got a new video idea that's coming out within the next few days. I'm going to give it to y'all right now. UFC Twitter talk. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on my Twitter, MMA Twitter, and I'm gonna look at everything that's going on in the MMA world. I feel like that's a cool concept. I haven't seen anybody do it, because there's a lot of entertaining stuff to do on MMA Twitter, like a lot of trash talking between the fighters. So I feel like that'll be pretty interesting. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like. It helps the videos get shared. Leave a comment and subscribe. Peace.